Hi guys, I'm here today to do a part 2 to a video I did a couple of weeks ago, which was my favourite live songs. This is the live songs I would love to see. So I'm just going to list through the same bands that was in the last video, and I am going to talk about two bands that I wish I could see live. So the two bands that I wish I could see live, one sadly I do not believe is now going to ever be possible, and that is Revamp. I really wish I had seen Revamp at all when they were still together, preferably during the time they did the first album, because that's my favourite one of the two. So I really wish that I had seen them at some point while they were touring for the album, but never mind. I guess I'll just have to look them up and watch full concerts online, which I have done before. Like, I'm not saying I've never done that, but that's the only way I'm going to enjoy them live, it seems. The second band is one that I'm hoping come to England and do a headlining show instead of supporting a band that I'm not really bothered about, so I'm not willing to pay the money for. And that is Baby Metal. I hope they come to the UK, I hope they do a headlining tour, and I hope it's not just London, I hope it's somewhere closer, because their tickets are probably going to be more expensive for them. So I'm hoping it'll be somewhere close to me so it doesn't cost me a lot of money to get there. But yeah, Baby Metal, again, anything, like same with Revamp, anything, any songs I wish to see live by these two artists. So yes, they're the two artists that I wish I could see live. Hopefully one will happen. And I'd love it if the second one got back together, but you know. Anyways, so of the people that I have seen live, here are the songs that I wish I had seen whilst I was seeing them live, or could see if I go and see them again, you know. So the first artist was Tarja Turunen. I have seen her once, so there's quite a lot of songs by her in her solo career that I haven't seen. Sorry, my hair's really annoying me. And so I've picked, first pick, like instantly, I listen to this song all the time, I'm obsessed with it, and that is Diva. Even though it's slagging off one of my favourite bands, I love that song, and I think it's just her being like, this is me, and I wish she would perform it every single time that she ever did a concert from now on. Please do that. The next one is Kieran's Well. It's one of my favourites from her first album, and Lost Northern Star as well, which again is from the My Winter Storm album. And then I just put Nightwish, anything Nightwish that I haven't already seen in the medley, even though I like the full versions of songs that were in the medley. I just want all of the Nightwish songs, even ones that aren't hers, she can do them, it's fine. So yes, that's her. Nightwish is going to be quite a similar reverse version. I want Floor to do every Nightwish song ever. They're doing their Decades tour. Please, 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 please let this come to the UK. Even if it is just London, I would pay to go for that, because it'll be worth it. I can't wait. I am so excited. Even though I don't know if I'm going, I'm excited that they're bringing back older classics and letting Floor make her own versions of them. Say make her own versions. Put her own spin onto the classic Nightwish songs. So yeah, I just want to see all of the Nightwish classics. My one pick in particular is Slaying the Dreamer. That is my favourite Nightwish song, and please, 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 please come to the UK and do this tour and perform that song if I'm allowed to pick a song. But I will take anything. Please come. I kind of hate Americans right now. No, I don't hate them. I envy them a lot. Anyways, moving on. Was a band that seems to have gone very quiet, and I'm not really sure what's going on with them, and that is Within Temptation. I have 4 choices here of songs that I would like to see live. The first one is Caged. I have this on DVD live, which is great. In fact, I have all 4 of the songs on some sort of DVD live, but sadly not one that I've actually seen in person live. So all 4 of these songs I know are good live, but I haven't seen them in person. So Caged, which is from Mother Earth. The Promise is also from Mother Earth. And 2 Silent Force songs, which is Jillian, which I love that. That was such a banger to open concerts with. Anyways, and my one of my favourite ones, maybe not my ultimate favourite anymore actually now I think about it, but one of my top ones is Jane Doe, which is like a bonus track, but I love that song, and they did that on in fact on 2 of my DVDs they did that song, but not when I've seen them, sadly. So please, Within Temptation, if you're going to start touring again, maybe put 1 or 2 of them in there. The next band was actually the most difficult band for me to pick songs, because I've seen them do so many of their songs. They always seem to do, well, they always used to, should I say, do Vicky Pleaser songs, and that is Lacuna Coil. I loved them. I got really into them. I saw them 3 times during the Shallow Life era, and in that time they just did such a nice rounded set list, especially the time that we saw them in Leeds. They did loads, they did a bit of everything in that set, and that was the time I saw them with my dad. So like there wasn't even really another Lacuna Coil fan with me to truly appreciate it, but my dad really enjoyed it, so that's good. So the songs I have picked now this one is, when I saw them, one of these songs was on the set list and then they didn't do it, and I believe it was Entwined was the one that was on the set list and they didn't do it, and I was really annoyed. I was like, I like that song, so I'd like them to do that. I'd like them to do Humane. The problem with these 2 songs is it's been quite a while since I last saw Lacuna Coil, and I'm not sure if I have seen them do those songs, but yeah, them. And then I also picked Devoted, which those 2 songs are from Common Lies, and then I picked Devoted, which is from my favourite album, Karma Code. Can't believe I nearly forgot what album that was then. Yeah, so they're my 3 songs. I don't really have a lot of requests because Lacuna Coil have pretty much played all the songs I like, and I'm probably not going to see them again unless they're incredibly cheap and incredibly close, because I'm just not really that into the newer stuff. Sorry. The next band is actually the most, and I had to kind of stop myself, and it's not Epica. It's Evanescence. This is one of my all-time favourites, my first love. I have seen them 3 times. It should have been 4. A lot of these songs probably were on the tour of said 4th show that I was meant to go to, but it got cancelled. It was the Open Door tour in Manchester, I believe I was going to. Yeah, so that show got cancelled, and so I didn't go. Quite a few of these songs are from the Open Door, if I remember correctly. The first one is a song that every big Evanescence fan probably wishes they would do live a million times, and that is Hello. That is from the Fallen album. It's just a beautiful song, and I wish Amy would do it live, but I understand why she doesn't, and I respect her for that. That's fine, but I can still kind of wish in my heart that it was a live thing. The next one is from Origin, and that is Understanding. They did a Yahoo, that's how long ago this was, it was Yahoo set, and they did it in there, like a beautiful version of it, and I wish I had been in person to see that, or that they'd continued doing that song, but sadly they haven't. So I would like to see that. The next ones, no, there's 3 from the Open Door, which is Sweet Sacrifice. Yes, I have never seen them do Sweet Sacrifice live because I missed the Open Door tour when they were really doing that song, and then it somehow got like retired and forgotten about when I came round to seeing them finally again. Lose Control, which is an absolute belter, one of my favourite Evanescence songs anyway, and All That I'm Living For. I've not seen that live either, but yes, those 3, and there's a beautiful acoustic version of All That I'm Living For that I really like, so I would even accept the acoustic version if I can't have the proper one. And then the last 2 songs are from the self-titled album, and one is Erase This. I have not seen them do that song live, but it's my favourite album, so I kind of want every single track to be performed live so that I can listen to them all, and I've seen quite a lot of them done live because I saw them twice while they promoted that album. And then one of them is a bonus track, and that is Say You Will. I love that song. I don't really hear a lot of people talking about that song. People don't really seem to talk about the self-titled album when they talk about Evanescence. They talk about Bloody Fallen, which, as you can tell, I'm not It's not my favourite album. But yes, Say You Will, I think it's a really fun song, and it actually reminds me of when I was trying to get with my boyfriend. That's kind of embarrassing. There goes a little bit of my past. But yeah, I like that song and I'd like to see it live. And the last band is the band I've seen the most times, which is of course my favourite band, Epica, and I have a few songs for them here. I don't think these are in like album order either, so I apologise because it's probably going to be a bit of a mess. So the first one is Internal Warfare. This is from Requiem for the Indifferent. I love this album. A lot of people seem to think it was a down point in Epica's career. No. And so yeah, and that I love the keyboard solo in that. It's amazing. From the newest album, The Holographic Principle, I really wish, and it's like the only song they haven't done live of this album, that they would do the Cosmic Algorithm everywhere, do it every single show. I love it. That and A Phantasmic Parade are actually my favourite songs on the album, so sadly they don't do that one, but I would like it if they did. Next one is actually my favourite Epica song of all time. That's right, I've not even seen that live, and that is Reverence. They did it at, I want to say, Pink Pop Festival, and it was amazing. I love it. I watch that video all the time because I'm obsessed with it, but I have not seen it in person, sadly. So, and it's another song that I love the keyboard solo in, so I'd like to see that, please. I have never seen Blank Infinity, which is from one of the first two albums. I cannot remember which right now. Sorry, but that one, I would like to see that live. Look, I've got it on retrospect, so it's not all bad. The next song is one that I think a lot of Epica fans have wanted. I've seen quite a lot of them saying this around, you know, in comments of things and forums and whatnot, and that is In All Consciousness, which it was a bonus track on the Quantum Enigma. I should have probably said Reverence is from the Quantum Enigma as well. That's my favourite album. But yes, I would love it if they did that song live. It is stunning, and I can't believe they haven't, to be honest, because it's had such a buzz. Like, at least from my point of view in the Epica world, it's got a buzz. So yeah, I think they'd do well if they started adding that into their sets. And the last song I have is Death of a Dream, which is from not The Obsessive Devotion. I always got to say The Obsessive Devotion, The Divine Conspiracy. I don't know why I call that album that song title. Anyways, yes, and so I would love to see that as well, just because it's basically it's a good one to like get windmill into, and it's got quite a few different parts to it. So yes, those are all the songs I would like to see live. Tell me, have you seen any of these songs live? Do you agree with my choices? Do you feel like I've missed any songs out? If you've seen my other video, how does this compare? Do you agree with this one more, or do you agree with the other one more? Let's talk about this. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.